Welcome back. I got another episode of 666 Seconds of Murder just for you. And whether you're a pro burger, a kill burger, or somewhere in the middle burger, I'm glad that you're here. And let's just keep it civil. All right. You guys know the deal. This video should be less than 666 seconds or 11 minutes and 6 seconds. Nice and simple, but I'll be blowing through this information. So hang on tight. Little white knuckle ride. And today wearing another Better Call Saul t-shirt. So anybody picking up on that pattern there, definitely love that show and Breaking Bad both. Murder Metal Mayhem kicking so much ass over here that the cops in Idaho built their timeline around the crimes being done in 666 seconds or 11 minutes and 6 seconds. So that's, thanks to all of us, not just me, all of us for kicking ass. So thank you for your support for the channel. And we'll keep on keeping on. Now, real quick, take a moment to like the video. If you're not a subscriber, please think about that before you leave. And leave a comment. Even if it's just throwing up some horns, that's cool. It counts, and it helps the video get out there to more people. Very important to remember that no one has been found guilty, and I'll be giving just my opinion, speculation on the case, and everything I say is alleged. Now, big thanks to Veronica for emailing me about this one. I saw a video on it, but this made me kind of give it a little more thought, and she's in the Horns High Club for a reason, and I appreciate her suggestion, so it was a good one. Now, I'm sure many of you following the case of the Idaho 4 have been hearing about that bombshell detonated by Lana over there at Truth and Transparency. Her work is really unbelievable. I mean, the amount of effort she puts in is just staggering. And she backs up what she says with proof. And I've been watching her stuff for years now, and I think she's among the best that's out there. And I'll link to her channel. If you're not familiar, I can't believe you wouldn't be, but if you're not, go check it out, subscribe, and watch some of her videos. Now, I'm not going to get into nearly the detail of this meticulous stuff like she does in her video, but it was extensive record checking, salvage yard titles, I mean, all kinds of stuff. In the probable cause affidavit to arrest Bryan Kohberger, the prosecution said that the Hyundai Elantra that's seen in the 4:01 a.m. mark there on and called suspect vehicle 1, that's the one on Ridge Road, that's what they're saying is the white Elantra that Bryan Kohberger drives. All right. And that's been their baby, to say that it was Bryan Kohberger's white Elantra on that video. All right. Everything seems to have been backward engineered to get to the point. The whole thing has been built around this series of cams that they catch these cars, but they're different cars. But this one is the one that they really hang their hat on. And I'm glad there's, creators out there, that are standing up for this kind of nonsense, like Lana, Jules, Harsh, Lucky, AR, and more. Just keep calling them out. And I know, I have since I started the channel. Now, close analysis, sometimes at 500% magnification, investigators were able to find minor imperfections in the car. For example, the fact that there was no front license plate. They made a huge deal out of that on the prosecution side. But in Pennsylvania, there is no requirement for it. I believe it's like 27 states that don't require them. So hanging on to nonsense like that, it's no wonder the smart among us begin to question, what actual evidence do you have against this guy? If you have the goods, then let's see it or move on. And don't tell me the sheath, because we've already been over that. It could have easily been planted in most countries, other than here, I believe. It's not considered evidence if it's on a transportable item, such as the knife sheath. So It's not really legit. Now, come to find out, there's a kid living in the Queen Road apartments, the large building that was right there next to the street from, the 1122 King Road. So we know that the King and Queen Road thing gets kind of confusing there, but right next door to the house, basically. All right. Now, this kid's name is Noah. I'm not going to give the last name, but he owns a green, like lime green, Hyundai Elantra, and he is not at all considered a suspect at all. It's just that law enforcement mistook his car from KOHBERGER'S. Hopefully, if that's how it is, and it's not intentional, but we'll see. At night, on a doorbell cam, it looks white, so you can't tell that it's not. The car was not originally lime green, though. I don't believe they offer it in that color, but Noah had another green car before that he really loved, and after getting in the accident, he decided to tell the body shop to paint it lime green. So that's cool. Kind of a funny story, really, if you will, amongst this absolutely horrific crime. Now, there was also what appears to be a broken license plate border that matched up with Noah's car, and it was known that Noah often drove his car without a front plate. Apparently, in the more rural areas of Idaho, kids did that kind of stuff often. Not sure why. Oh, I'm guessing the rebellious youth in a small town sort of thing. Now, some of the pictures of the lime green Elantra show a front license plate, and it's wrapped around the lower grille like a slap bracelet. That matches up to the one known as Suspect Vehicle 1. So did the police know it was the lime green car? In some of the video and pictures of the demolition of the house, you can actually see the car parked right there on the street. You cannot miss it. So this would have been all over that area, and they claimed it was a white Elantra that matched KOHBERGER'S, despite having no license plate number or any distinguishing features, until now, that is. Now, again, Noah doesn't appear to be involved in any of this kind of thing, but hats off to Lana of Truth and Transparency for having the balls to dust up with the man. So good stuff. Lana said she sent this information to Ann Taylor, so we'll see. I saw some rumor that it's actually going to be used in some way, but I'm not sure if that's been confirmed. That would be super cool. I mean, a creator like all of us and the true crime sleuths out there helping them solving cases and busting this thing wide open, that would be really cool. Now, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this one, so drop a comment below. It also helps that video get out there. Appreciate that. Don't miss my live. That's going to be tonight, like very close to when you're watching this. Hopefully it's not in the past. If it is, go watch the replay. Thursday, May 8th at 7 p.m. Central. I'm going to have A.R. Hayes on. We're going to be talking some Idaho 4. It's going to be a good time. And if you like reading creepy, dark, weird stuff, I write horror fiction and short stories. And so go check it out, PeteAltieri.com. I got samples on there in a bookstore. Big thanks to all the members of the Horns High Club. You guys and your support is unbelievable. And I appreciate everybody that watches these videos every week. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. And I'll see you next time.